never been here, and it's been amazing. My husband's going to be upset. I'm going to have to go buy a little hunter pony. I might have some at my barn because most of our reiners almost are ponies. But anyway, freestyle reining is a spin-off from reining. And reining is an event that evolved from working cattle. So when you see me do the large, fast circles and down into the small, slow circles, that is where a cowboy would have had to be able to drive a cow and push that cow and circle that cow and circle that cow down and get control of that cow out in the middle of a big field. And in reining, we do the large, fast, small, slow circles. We do lead changes, flying lead changes. We do the spins, and we also do sliding stops and rollbacks, which I did not demonstrate tonight because this wonderful footing allows me to run as fast as I want to with no fear of slipping. But for sliding, we need to actually have a slippery kind of a base, meaning that maybe we have 3 or 4 inches of sand on top of something like a hard-packed clay, so that when we run down there and we say, whoa, she's got these sliding shoes on her back feet that are about 1.25 inches wide, and she can skate like an ice skater would, like a hockey skater would slide, and she can do that, but not in this wonderful grand footing. So if you want to see that, you'll have to go on YouTube and take a look. Google Stacy Westfall or bridleless reining, and it'll pull up a bareback and bridleless performance that I did. And in 2006, Roxy and I won the Quarter Horse Congress. We did 2 different shows that we won with no tack at all. No saddle, no bridle, no equerry or anything. And you can see those on the internet. And what it is that's an event called freestyle reining. In reining, we get to do one of 10 step patterns. In freestyle reining, we add music, we add costumes, and then we add the ability to mix and match the different maneuvers that we do. There's required maneuvers, but we can mix it up. So what I've developed and started doing was I found it was a great way to be able to demonstrate that I can ride bridleless. And the way that I started riding bridleless is that when we talk about reining, it has been called Western dressage by different people. We have the ability. We want the ability to control all these different body parts of the horse. I should be able to stand here. I should be able to move her hip over if I want. I should be able to stand here. I should be able to side pass if I want. So, that's not a great side pass, Roxy. We're being watched. And so, she's a little rusty because she's been retired, semi-retired since 2006. She's coming out of that because we want to go ahead and we've been invited to be a part of the opening ceremonies at the World Equestrian Games. So we've got to knock some of the rust off real soon. And so we're here and that's what we're doing. But in reining, we have to do these patterns, and they're very precise patterns, and we get judged on how precise they are. But the looser the rein is, the higher the score gets, because what it says in reining is to rein a horse is not only to guide him, but to control his every movement. The best reined horse should be willingly guided or controlled with little or no apparent resistance and dictated to completely. And then it goes on to say that when you use controlled speed, so we like speed as long as it's under control, because we don't want speed out of control. And so it goes on to say, you know, if your horse looks real resistant free. Well, what I kept finding out was if I could get the reins really, really loose, and I could run my circles with the reins really, really loose, then the judges thought that looked pretty resistance free. And then it occurred to me one day, what the heck do I need the bridle for? I've been practicing. This mare had about 800 hours of training before I took the bridle off the first time. And so when I'm riding her around here, if you watch what I'm doing with my legs, I've moved all of my cues into my legs. So as we lope around here, I'm carrying a rhythm with my legs. I call it leg waving. Wave, 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 wave. If I want to go faster, I go wave, 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 when I touch with just this right leg, 1 inch behind the girth, it moves her shoulder. And depending on how long I touch, it depends on how much she moves her shoulder. Oh, stop. If I touch right where my leg hangs, that pushes my whole horse sideways. And if I move my leg back and I touch, it moves my hip. So what I do is I have these 3 spots up and down her sides. Well, now it's like a musical instrument. So I've got my, usually I've got a wireless mic. I've got my right leg back, talking to the hip, and I've got the left leg forward, talking to the shoulder. I move her over,